Hey everybody, Mark Myra and Shane Allen here. It's the Interlude Podcast. Shane, hello.
Hello, Mark Myra. We're
Thanks.
back,
Thanks
baby.
for everybody that came out to the Roast of Rochester.
Sold that bitch out.
Sold it out. You're missing
Yep.
out if you don't come out.
Also, shout out to everybody that came out to Iron Smoke Distillery. We did a show there
How was
since the
that?
last time we chatted. It was great, man. We did it. It's the first time I've ever done it with a band. So comedy obviously was first,
Hmm.
and then the band went on afterwards. Hollowell, they crushed it, and Phoenix did great. Iron Smoke, great room, man. Great room.
Raised money for Ugandan water crisis.
The Pirate Toy
Toy
Fund.
Fund. The Pirate Toy
Yeah.
Fund.
Uganda can figure their own stuff out, I think.
Yo, water. We got toys to give to suburban kids.
I don't, and Uganda currently has a woman that's 70 years old that gave birth to twins. So
And twins, new
I'm
Coors Light
out.
girls.
70 years old. This lady is getting plowed.
Oh,
Good for her.
hello. And then, of course, we have another show coming up. We're full of shows.
Oh, that's right. We do.
We have the roast battle at Montage Music Hall coming up.
We're hosting that together, right?
Me and you, I think.
Yeah.
Are we? I
Yeah.
thought
Right.
I want to.
Good.
Am I allowed to?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Please.
yeah. I'd love to. Yeah.
I just want to make sure you weren't bailing out on me.
No. I wanna host with you.
Okay.
What are the
Yeah.
rules this time?
We're not doing anything stupid.
You don't have to
We're
like
gonna
shove a chicken wing up your ass or something, or
No, it's difficult to get these comics to come and just write material. Okay. To then
what?
ask them to like put themselves through physical pain,
Yeah. Well, in the
not good.
past, the whole thing was that during the roast battle, you take a bite of a spicy chicken wing, and it was getting more and more spicy every round, and then people would have to tell jokes, and it just hurt people.
Yeah.
And I don't know, did the audience like it?
I don't think it really added anything, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All it did was subtract the last round because nobody could fucking talk and everybody's had diarrhea and hated my guts. But no, this time we're at Montage Music Hall. Um, we've got 16 comics just gonna be lighting each other up with some roast jokes.
It's always a fun time. I like the roast battles always have a good energy to them where the crowd is just always on the cusp of like a revolt.
That's also not gonna happen this time
Oh, come
because
on.
the same
Come on.
person that was like, we need to poison these comics, also was the person that would encourage the audience to boo and heckle these other comics on stage. He'd be like, if you don't like this piece of shit, let them hear it. Fuck this guy. And it's like, we need to book more shows in the future.
My experience with the roast battles is that I never really wanted to do them because I wasn't ever hosting. It was you and somebody else hosting. And it was just like I always felt weird if I did it. I never feel like I'm good at roasting anybody anyways. So I'm like, I'm bad at it. And then also it's weird because me and you do a podcast and a show and whatever together. We do a lot of stuff together. So if I won, it'd be like, what's Shane doing here? How's he letting Mark win? Right.
Yeah, nobody would
Uh,
care.
well, they cared. I won one round and people cared. I
I
won
guess. I
one
mean, I guess.
single round and it was a something.
Yeah. Well, I think you won that round.
I agree, but either way. But this is my experience with it: is I would
Yeah.
never sign up to do it, and then you would be like, "Hey, do we need some people? Do you mind doing it?" I'd be like, "Okay," and then I get on stage, and then the other person that was hosting it, exactly what you'd said, be like, "Look at this fat fuck! Don't you hate him?
Yeah.
Really let him have it, this piece of fucking shit." I'm like, man, I thought I was kind of half doing a favor here.
Yeah. Yeah. No, then yeah, he would also like deliberately put you up against what he thought would be like the funniest person that night too. This guy hated your guts.
I don't understand what I did wrong. And we're of course talking about Dario Joseph,
Yeah.
of
Yep.
course.
Yep.
Well, we have to, I don't know, should we get right into the news because of this Sean McDermott news?
I
Tell me.
just saw it right before. So you're going to explain to me what happened.
Okay, all right. Can we just get
all I saw was 9/11 Sean McDermott,
okay?
and I was like, man, this
Is that
season
legit?
sucks.
Is that legit all you know?
That's all I know.
Oh, Shane, baby boy, I
Blow
got
my
some.
mind.
Oh, dude,
That day.
what you think it is, it's better. Okay, it's better
Okay.
than it could. This is Christmas early. Okay,
So in my mind right now, that what I
yeah,
think is happening is that the season is going so poorly is because instead of game planning, he's planning another 9/11. Is that
it's
what's
kind of
happening?
it's kind of more insane than that.
Great.
All right, so the Interloop podcast, we go through the Rochester's biggest stories of the day. We also have a Patreon side of the episode, Interloop, or patreon.com/interloop podcast. It's $4 a month. I'm going to try to do this. It's going to be a project I have to work on because I want the audio to be as best as it can be. I'm going to try to at least put up for the Patreon subscribers an abridged version, audio version at least, of the Roast of Rochester.
Good for the blinds.
For the blinds. Yeah. Maybe a podcast version of the Roast of Rochester. So I'm going to be working on that. Patreon.com/interloop podcast, $4 a month. You get longer podcasts and more, little extras like that. All right, Shane. Let's get into the news. Sean McDermott, coach of the Buffalo Bills.
Head coach.
Head coach of the Buffalo Bills.
The only coach left. He's like fired everybody else. Sean McDermott's the only guy left standing.
Yeah. Yeah. Who leaked out this little piece of info? Was it Dorsey? Was it who's coaching the Giants now? Gable?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Maybe Von Miller's people leaked this out to get a little heat off of them here. All right.
Yeah.
Jade.
I already forgot about the Von Miller potentially possibly beating a pregnant woman.
Oh, being charged with beating a pregnant woman. Whatever. Oh, come on.
Allegedly.
She took it back.
Yeah.
All right. So it came out that 2 years ago at St. John Fisher during a meeting. Yeah. Oh, Rochester connection, my friend.
Okay.
During a meeting, like this is definitely going to be the next Roast of Rochester. During a meeting with like the Bills, I've seen it on Hard Knocks. I'm watching the Dolphins one. McDaniels is out there and he's always like coming up with some kind of like as a head coach, like today we're going to work on self-preservation, like nature preserve. And they always have to link it to like some kind of analogy or allegory about something. Right. So,
you see, guys, this is a beaver, right? And now beavers, what do you think? What do you know about them? Dams. But they also got a big butt that fills up with blueberry and vanilla flavoring.
That's what's great about these coaches having to like give messages and stories and big ideas to these people that were dumb to begin with and now have CTE because linebackers have been beating the shit out of them for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
So Sean McDermott was trying to have an analogy of teamwork. Hey, what teamwork? And he evoked 9/11. And when I first heard this, I was like, oh my God, like that's kind of crass. Like you're really going to compare your team to the firefighters and the police officers, the first responders that were running into burning buildings. Oh yeah, that's the Bills. Oh no, Shane. He was talking about the teamwork that the hijackers had.
Oh,
he was saying that the hijackers, the team, the teamwork that they had to take over 4 planes, crash them into buildings, crash them into the ground, into the Pentagon, and how they were able to get over any hurdles and to hijack the planes.
Wow.
And to also went on to like go, ask the Bills players, hey, what are some of the things that they had to the things in their way, the hurdles that they had to jump over to like be successful in committing this terrorist act. And somebody was like, get through the TSA, which idiot, the TSA wasn't even invented yet until after 9/11. So not really. And you might go like, oh, well, this is kind of just hearsay. Who's saying this? What are we talking about here? Oh, Sean McDermott has come out with an apology and said that he said those things and that he is sorry and he apologized 2 years ago immediately after he made the allegory of teamwork being like the hijackers slamming planes into the building and killing 3,000 New Yorkers.
Oh my Lord, Shawnee, my boy. Yeah, this is not good.
What
This
a
is not good.
weirdo. What a freaking weirdo.
Somebody's been holding on to that for 2 years, just waiting.
Over his head. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. Jeez, is he wrong? Like I know it's not politically correct, but I
Yeah.
mean they were committed. And what does like football talk about all the time is like commitment to one another and the team and a
Yeah.
common goal. And they changed everything forever.
They put the team over their own safety.
They really did.
Yeah.
Wow.
What
Sean.
what an insane route to go. It's like, wow, nobody thought you were going to be saying those things.
It's just like,
A bizarre thing to say.
oh man. Yeah, but I mean, that would be a speech you remember, I think. Be a memorable one. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, like, hey, when you're out there, Josh, when you're out there, you're like a lone wolf shooter. Remember those boys in Columbine? The teamwork in Columbine?
They work together. Yeah.
For a common goal.
Yeah. Guys, we need to start doing better of hiding if we're gonna blitz, like kind of like how a young man named Jeffrey Dahmer got really good at hiding the bodies he was snacking on, guys. You guys are always snacking. I know you'd like this guy.
Now
Oh,
you've got a whole, I don't know, gas chamber of Jews that you need to eliminate.
Jesus Christ.
Right? Now, you're the superior Nazi officer. It's like, why are you putting these players in this position, you psycho?
Guys, we gotta start playing like the superior race.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's just what a left turn. Like what an insane thing. Is this one of those things that's just it's epically weird, but it's just who like I guess who cares? Right? Is this just too weird? Is this too just like because this I don't think he'll get fired for this. It's just weird.
No,
It's just weird.
it's weird. And winning will solve everything. If they start winning, if they sneak into the playoffs somehow, it will be forgiven. But this, yeah, I mean, all it really shows is that he's like out the door. Like right now, like he's fucked.
Yeah.
Like people are starting to leak this. Like if this dude's this weird, there's a lot of good juice coming. My God, he's on the side of the hijackers, dude. Wow. Good for him. I mean, he's putting in the work, That's why Aaron Rodgers would never play for the Buffalo Bills, though. Because that means that the 9/11 actually happened. And you just,
yeah. Well, yeah, he can't say.
No.
He'll never be a Bill, and that's the
Never.
only reason he'll never be a Bill, and that's
Not
the reason.
now, that's for sure.
That's the reason why. And then I just don't get the Bills move where they haven't benched Von Miller. And I would say, smacking around pregnant wife is good enough reason to bench somebody until it's like, hey, can we just figure this out first? Hey, let's let things clear up a little bit. Take a week off. But also I would just bench him because the dude just fucking sucks. Like this is your opportunity to get a sucky player not playing, right? What does he have? Like a tackle?
Yeah, he's hurt. It might just be like a hand injury from hitting, but I can't remember how he got hurt.
His grip strength is off.
Well, it's the same move as like the cops, because you don't want to like admit that they did it.
Hmm.
So you do the not fired, you do the, suspension with pay type of thing. This is basically suspension with pay. He barely plays.
Yeah.
And I don't know like if this is true or not. Like I read this same person alleged things before that didn't turn out to be
Yeah.
correct.
Sure.
But
Uh,
also do your due diligence,
what's more likely though? Like a lady just a lady that just loves pretending like she's getting beaten up, or a lady that is getting beaten up and then a strong guy is going like, "You shut your mouth or I'm gonna beat you up again." And then she's like, "Okay, I will shut my mouth before this guy beats me up again."
I guess, but it's also like it's the easiest thing to believe, right? That a football player would hit a woman, like
Very easy.
as nervous as I would be to be a woman in an elevator with an NFL player, I would also be equally nervous
Mhm.
as an NFL player. Like if this pretty lady just like decides to just go like full Fight Club and just start beating the shit out of her own face, steps out of that elevator, I'm a
You're
goner,
done.
dude.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna believe me.
Cops and NFL players love smacking around the ladies. They do have a type, and the type is hitting women.
Yeah, that's a wild story, man.
Speaking of women in pain, did you hear about? Have I told you about Lily? What's going on with her?
Oh yeah, Von Miller bit the shit out of her.
And she's pregnant. Yeah,
I saw some post. She was in the hospital
yeah.
and on morphine. Was it because she went to the roast of Rochester and she'd never felt such joy before and she needed
A
some
boost.
medical boosts?
She needed a boost. No, well, we've had a nice combo here at well, this is okay. This was her combo platter. All right, this was her KFC combo platter. She was on her period,
Noise.
Shane, PMing and essing. And so she had that going on. She also had a UTI, and she was taking some medicine that was turning her pee bright orange, like Kool-Aid. She had that going on. She also had like a sciatic nerve problem, and also we had like a stomach bug in the house, and people were puking a lot. So all
Mm-hmm.
those things were going on, and she was having like this back pain. And so we were just going, or at least I was going. I was like, you got a lot of stuff going on right now with the PMS and the UTI and the um, I don't know, pukey and all that stuff, sciatica. You got a lot going on, Lily. Yeah, my back would hurt too. Okay. And we went to go get a Christmas tree at old Stokey Farm, and she ditched us. She's like, I gotta go to the hospital. And she just took the van and she left us. Me and the kids.
That's great.
So my parents took us home. We put the tree on top of my parents' car.
I feel like shit. I better drive.
She had a kidney stone, and that's why she was on the
God, dude,
morphine.
and I understand that ambulances are the most expensive thing on the planet. That sucks, man. She had kidney stone.
She had a kidney stone, and I didn't know anything about kidney stones until now, but I guess the passing part isn't through your dick. The passing a kidney stone part is from your kidney to your bladder. There's a tube between the two, and that's the
Yeah, that's
part
where it
that
gets
really
stuck.
hurts, which I don't like. I don't know
Did
this
you think I
shit.
get like kinked at the end, like in the middle of your dick?
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking of pushing a rock out of my cock, and I'm
Yeah.
going, that
Yeah.
would hurt. You know,
Yeah.
I
No,
didn't realize there's.
the kinks further down the line.
Yeah, I did.
It wouldn't be like just feel it. Like we'd
Well,
work it out.
somebody goes, "Oh, you're passing a kidney stone." I'm just like, "Yeah, I got a lava rock coming out of my dick. That's gonna
Just like
fucking hurt."
just Pez dispenser it out. I'd be fine.
So they it was just basically pain management, and finally they were like, it went to the bladder, so just go home. And she had to spend 2 nights at the hospital, um, and then came home, and she still hasn't pissed it out. They gave her a little screen, like when you're a kid and you sift for jewels in the sand, kind of like
Mhm.
one of those. And people though are giving her a ton of gifts. People love Lily. I didn't realize this. Like we got like the principal of the school that my kids go to drove from Churchville to Monroe's in Pittsford, I think, or Penfield, wherever it is, grabbed like over $100 worth of chicken parm and drove it back to my house yesterday for us. And I'm like, damn, like nobody's ever done anything like that for me.
I mean, and I don't want to be rude to Lily, but I feel like the amount of fried chicken she is may be the reason why she's in this fucking predicament.
Well,
What I know about Lily is she eats like she's 4 years old.
well, the big thing that has to be it is the amount of soda she
The
drinks.
soda intake. Yeah.
I asked her the last time she drank water and she couldn't remember. You need that
That's
to
my
live.
That's
You
my
need
girl.
that to live.
There's
Shane.
water in soda.
But people were like, her friends were giving her soda because they know that she likes soda. I'm like, this is like giving an alcoholic a beer. She's
so
got
great.
a kidney stone.
Wait, you think these people love her? They're trying to kill her.
They're trying to make it bigger.
Let's see how big of a stone we can get. Mark's gonna be getting chased Indiana Jones style down the fucking stairs
down her uterus or
kidney stone.
Not uterus.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. Oh
So,
man.
yeah, that's the story of Lily.
Is it worse for ladies, the kidney stones, or
I don't know. They complain more about it. Am I
yeah,
right?
I feel like I don't know. We just got. I feel like it's better for me because I've just got such a small penis. You know, it'd be so easy to pass.
Would it be awesome if a kidney stone like it was so heavy it made your dick longer?
Oh,
It's like,
give me all the stones you got.
Like yeah, like Stretch Armstrong.
Mm-hmm.
All the stones you got.
Just really bumpy, you know.
Yeah.
Just ends up looking like one of those like ice cream bars with the chocolates on
the crunchies.
The crunchies.
The crunchy Sunday bar.
Got the crunchy dick. That's the way to do it.
All right, we have some more news stories, right?
Does she have any morphine left? Did
No,
she get to take any home?
No wonder fucking people are addicted to like oxy or whatever this shit is. Like, so Lily, the reason she was in the hospital is because she was in pain.
Mm-hmm.
Then when it passed and it went into her bladder, they were like, we're not going to do surgery on it. We're not going to blast this bitch with a laser. There's really no reason for you to be in the hospital. You just got to go home. You got to pee it out. You were in the hospital to deal with the pain because it's very painful. They sent her home with like stuff for nausea, like we grabbed it from Wegmans, like the prescription, a medicine for nausea, a medicine to help her pee more, which I might be wrong, but I think it's called Flomax, which is like great name, you know.
Nice.
And then oxy, like a lot of it too. And it's like we're still scratching our head going like, why are people addicted to this shit? She's done with the pain and you're sending her home with a like half a pill thing filled with oxy. Why?
They don't even think about that script.
They just give
like it doesn't matter
still.
what. Like they just are just like, yeah, what, yeah.
Half the documentaries on Netflix are about how people are dying from this stuff, and they're just still giving it out to everybody.
Just take it. We got so much of it in the back. We got so much oxy. There's only so much I can take, you know. You got to take it home.
It's like when they put that red sticker on like the meats because they're like, get them now,
dude. I just bought. Here's how fat I am. I just bought some red sticker macaroni salad today.
Oh,
baby.
Nice! Gotta freeze it. You freeze it or eat it.
They covered up the goodbye date with the sticker, and I can't get it off. So mystery, baby. I don't know.
So yeah, I feel like I gotta take some. Right?
Yeah, I wish it happened before the roast of Rochester. It would have been the best one we've ever done.
It's just us drooling more than usual on stage.
You know what? I like it here. It's not bad.
I like it here.
I feel pretty good about Rochester.
That was a good roast of Rochester. David Reese, that's my boy right there.
Crushed it. Dario and Kai Von Doom. Glad they came out. Oh, my wires are exposed.
Oh boy, how embarrassing.
Awkward.
We should get to some more news.
Oh, and
right?
Dalton Castle. I mean, probably should mention we had Dalton Castle on the show. Came out. I
Like
guess I won't spoil it because it's gonna be on Patreon. We need to collect those $4. So
the most famous person on the show, and he wanted to not be himself, right? I mean, he was great.
mhm.
He was great, but also he's the most famous person, right?
Yeah. Is he okay? Is that depression? I don't know what that means.
Is
Like he
Dalton
doesn't want to,
okay?
he doesn't want to be himself out there.
Oh yeah.
I gotta be somebody else. I gotta escape my own mind, bro. You should take some of your wife's oxy.
So this is what we're gonna do. We'll go to the Patreon side of the episode. We'll do some more news.
Yeah,
Is there anything
we got some good ones.
anything you need to plug?
Should we? Oh yeah. Rock Cinema Wednesday nights. Come to the open mic. We're gonna be raising some funds this next week, so bring you a checkbook or just bring some cash. And
What are you
yeah,
raising the funds for?
the roast battle. I'm not exactly sure what the cause is. One of the comics just said, "Hey, can I, use the open mic to raise some funds?" So,
It's
and
pro Hamas, isn't it?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Knowing these comics, it's either they just want to raise money to get a new car, they have like a really serious medical issue that they cannot afford to take care of, or they're just like, their Kia got stolen and they're like just want to become a Kia boy at this point. I don't know. We'll find out, but bring out some cash.
For whatever the cause is, for a cause you're unaware of what it is. Bring out that money, baby.
Come on.
All right, we're gonna go to the Patreon side of the episode. All right, bye, poor people.